to take me from one side of the room to the other. I can do that.
Okay.
Hello everyone, my name's Fox Reinfeld, and I've been Fox! This was Baby. Totally different design that I was thinking of. Reading the, what is it? Reading the summary of this episode. Basically, like it says, Star is valued by her godmother, her fairy godmother baby. Which I thought that was going to mean it's a fairy godmother, but it looks like a baby. No, it's a cat. It's a little cat. Basically, it's a cat with big eyes. These big staring eyes. And this little snot-nosed personality that made me flip the screen off multiple times. Because F that little baby. I'm sorry for everyone else, but F that little thing. Gosh dang it. I shouldn't have... Sly, come back. I'm sorry. Where did Sly go? Well, I'll find Sly in a bit. That was a gift. I love it. That's where I put my little phone whenever I need it. But, okay. So, basically, Star's mother and dad are talking over dinner, and Star's mom says that you're going to probably have to take Star back home. Bring Star back home. The dad says, no, middle of school. Basically, the dad is the one saying, just leave her alone, let it be fine. She's going to be okay. She's in the middle of school. You're going to ruin her life and stuff like that. And the mom's like, okay. But I think we need to have her evaluated at least, like her skill level. And so the dad's like, no. One, he doesn't like the monster. I feel it might be a little bit racist toward that bit. And I don't mean that like, I do mean that in a negative way in a sense, but like in a sense, like, no, I do not like that monster. He says it like that. We know monsters are kind of raised. It feels kind of like there is kind of like, first class, second class type shtick a little bit. But it doesn't make this guy seem like a bad person, though. Even though, yeah, that is kind of racist if that is how they're going with that. That does seem bad. But still, I mean, like, the dad is trying to help Star. I don't know. But anyways, so the mom releases the little... Racism is bad, just so I can just make that clear. But the mom opens the little bottle, has the monster. The monster flies out. I guess they call Star then, in between releasing the bottle and letting it go, the monster go, I guess. Because then Star immediately knows, my godmother's coming, she's going to come evaluate me. So Marco's went to go make food. Little cat floats in, eats all the food in a second. And basically, most of the episode, Marco's off screen making food for this little cat thing who eats everything. And Star is trying to create different magic spells. Or is she trying to show, like, one, she's trying to show off her room, saying it's all clean. But, of course, like, things are messed up. You see, like, she's trying to clean her room, but, like, of course, it's dirty, and, like, fixes it. It's kind of the usual, like, they're being evaluated, trying to make the place spotless, but then everything kind of goes wrong kind of thing. But I still this episode, actually, I really liked. Though... What sucks so much is, because if you see my last episode, no, not last episode, episode before last one, I talked about, okay, it would be kind of cool to see, Star's mom teaching Star how to use her magic. Like, you could have, like, sessions, like, after school or something like that, and we see, more of the mom's character with Star. But no, they talk about setting an evaluation, and I'm like, okay, that kind of sucks. I'm hoping this is where it's leading to, that the mom's going to help teach her, but I don't know. But basically, this starts with, Star's trying to show everything off, things are kind of going wrong, and then towards the end of the episode, the little cat creature goes, all right, here's what you have to do. Your last evaluation, after the entire time she's saying everything's interesting, especially when they show the closet, or secret closet, and inside you see Toffee's finger actually laying on the ground. I'm like, okay, see, that's a little subtle little nod showing like, yep, this finger is still here. This thing is still here. Don't think it's gone. But so they say, the little cat creature goes, okay, bring me that apple over here to me. Star tries to do this with her spells. All of her spells are attack spells. So, of course, she destroys the apple completely every time. And then finally, towards the end, when Star tries to use her spells or whatever, and keeps shooting it with beams, nothing's working. There's actually a couple funny gags in there, too. But Star goes, the little monster goes, I've seen enough. And also, she has a little jewel in her forehead, too. So I'm guessing maybe these familiar... Maybe, actually, now that I think about it, maybe, I had a similar idea for a story, too, for the animated series, too. Fuck. So, just so I make sure I put that on camera first. There, actually, I think I wrote it down somewhere. But, this little monster has a jewel in her forehead, too, just like Glossaric does. So I'm kind of thinking maybe these jewels are kind of what allow munis to control certain monsters. Like, they use these jewels to control these monsters. I might make a whole theory video out of that. But it's just a thought. It'll also go together with, like, the Ring of the Ring of Solomon controlling genies. But I'll bring that up I'll bring that up in another episode. But, or a theory video. It should come soon. But, So basically, the monster says, I've seen enough. Well, Miss Butterfly, and Star's like, well, did I pass? And the little cat's like, the cat gives like, this cat I didn't like from the beginning. One, maybe it's because it's judging. And not to mention, like, criticism is one thing. Judging is an entirely different thing. And this is judging that this little cat has been doing. And this cat's like, let's see, your room is a mess or something like that. You have a secret closet full of junk and stuff like that, and you can't even properly bring me an apple from this. She goes off, and she goes also like, you lost the spell book, broke your wand, try to replace the spell book with a little notebook, and all this stuff. He's like, well, Miss Butterfly, you fail. And Star goes, and this is the one line I extremely hate too, but like, it's after Star said, she goes, but that means I have to go home. I don't want to go home. And the little cat goes, not my problem. And I'm just like, fudge you, you little you little cat. F you. Like, that is like, I hate that line. I hate that line where it's like, you know, something bad happens, and they're like, but this is bad, and the cat, and they just go, not my problem. Some bullcrap like that. F that. But F that line. It makes this character really hateful, and I really hate it. I really hate this little cat. So Star then gets kind of sad, but then you see magic flow around her. She shoots a beam at the apple. The apple starts shining, but then gets cut in half and falls over, and the cat goes, good day, and starts flying out the door. Also, at one point the cat like scares Marco when she's like, you know, tearing Star down, and she just goes, good, and she goes, get out, and Marco leaves and then comes back with a bat. Like, I thought that was kind of funny. But the apple then starts glowing again, and like this beautiful little music starts playing. It's like the nice animation as like the seed in the apple starts growing and forms into a tree, and the branch comes overhead and then hangs on a low branch and forms an apple in front of the cat. I'm like, oh, okay, that's actually, see, when this show wants to be, it can be amazing, or it can have like those actual nice moments and stuff like that, which I really love. Things like that, like even that scene where like she shoots the apple and the apple like starts shining. I'm like, okay, this is kind of a little bit of a cliche, you know. Oh, the last second she's able to do it, but no, the apple gets cut in half. And I'm like, well, this is bad. Like, I really thought like, oh fuck, she did fail. And then, like, the L tree thing happens. I'm thinking, okay, that's pretty cool. And then he actually forms the apple at the end. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm going to allow that. I'm going to allow that because that's actually kind of cool. And then the little cat's like, it's perfect. And the Star goes, so do I pass? And then the cat doesn't say anything and just flies away. And then reports back to the queen, where the queen then says, well, she has all this, and this. She can't properly use her spell. The simplest of spells and all this stuff. Which one? I'm thinking, well, do they all have to know the same spells? Because the way I take it, it's kind of like if I could talk a little bit about something else, Yu-Gi-Oh! Not everyone has the same spell cards. Not everyone has the same monsters. Each deck is made for that duelist, that character. Yeah, you can have like, you know, the default decks if you want to be like, okay, here's a solid strategy that I didn't come up with, but the game creators did, so it's going to work. But even then, that's still like, you have to buy packs to make that deck unless you're playing like Duelist Network or whatever. But that's why I prefer playing with my own deck. This deck itself, it's their deck. It's their own spells, monsters, and everything. And you can kind of say that for like Star, and they do kind of push that a little bit with like how Glossric said, you can't learn the same way as her. But in this one, it's like, move that apple from here to there. Star doesn't do those spells. Those aren't Star's specialty. Yeah, she should probably learn some of them, but in the end, she's more of a warrior princess, in lack of a better term. Her spells are attacks. It's not really illusions. It's not, pull that from here to there. Her spells are mostly attack spells. But the monster goes, and so the queen goes, so she failed. And he goes, and I forget what the cat says exactly, but the cat says, well, she's not you at her age. She's actually strong. I don't think she says she passed. Or maybe she did say she passed. But she said, at her age, she's already passed. She's not you. Because she's stronger than you. If anything, she's all the way close to Eclipsa, the girl that married the demon. Which, I'm assuming, now that I think about it, why exactly? Because they say Star and Tom kind of were a thing. He says he's her ex. So, but that Star left him. I would like, if you want to have a good plot twist in this, pay attention, Disney. Pay attention. If you want a good plot twist, have it that Tom and Star were actually going to get together. They were going to get together and they were going to be happy. But Moon, who is in control of the wand at this point, Moon used a spell to wipe their memories or change their memories or change their, not personality per se, but basically use magic to mess with their heads to make them break up, to say that Star left Tom because of the anger issues or whatever, or just did that to Star. Just did that to Star itself to keep Star from, being with the demon boy. Because her great-great-grandmother, or however it goes, she married a demon and something went wrong. You can have that good twist because, one, that would put a great dilemma in the mix. That would put a great drama in this story. To the point to where the mom says, I was trying to do this for you, or something like that, and he goes, You killed one of my paths to happiness. Something like that. You can have to where Tom and Star could have been happy, but the mom is the one who broke that. The mom is the one who stopped that forcefully with magic. And, that'd be kind of a thing that would shift, because again, I freaking hate. I hate that, this character is like this a little bit. Moon. Because, again, for how much Star is afraid of her mother and all this stuff, push and all that stuff, the mom doesn't seem like a bad person. Which annoys me, because that just makes Star seem like she's an a-hole. It just makes her seem like a spoiled brat, yeah, you're my mom, so I don't like you. That's it. That's all this feels like. That's all it seems like. We see nothing showing why Star doesn't like her mother, when her mother seems to be an extremely nice person. I don't see anything wrong so far. I haven't seen anything bad. If I go into another series again, Naruto. You have Sasuke and his dad. The dad barely pays attention to Sasuke or whatever, apparently, and all this stuff. And Sasuke's extremely sad. The dad seems to only, be praising Itachi, his older brother. But then when Sasuke talks with his mom, he says, whenever we're alone, all your dad talks about is you. All he talks about you, how proud he is of you, all this stuff. That is kind of freaking good. That's in a sense, I don't know, tough love is kind of a stupid, I can understand tough love. I can understand tough love if done right or something like that. But yeah, like that's kind of like, okay, that's kind of cool. That shows like, yeah, I can see a reason why, you know, why Sasuke is kind of feels like he's either looked down upon by his dad or why he wouldn't like that bit. If we saw something like that, like Star's mom was strict, she's like, you know, someone who's like really rule book kind of shit, where she's always serious, and that would give a reason for like, okay, yeah, we don't like you either. Like, we're with Star, we're like, we don't like you either, Moon Butterfly, we don't like you. But then, like, we learn later on, no, behind closed doors, she praises Star for her skills. She praises her for all this stuff. And, like, how much more awesome would it be if, again, take away the freaking baby godmother crap. Take that out. Have Moon evaluate Star. Have Moon be the teacher of Star. Why? Because we can then have that Star's mom is this like, feels like it's a strict person, this strict teacher, this strict mother. We can have when she evaluates Star, sees that she doesn't, you know, Star doesn't do very well, and like, you know, Star like, well, did I pass? And maybe then like you see the mom disappear and not say a word, and then when she's back at the castle, she talks with the dad and says, she's so great, she's so powerful. That way we have a great showing, like, okay, she's actually not that bad of a person. She's not. She's actually kind of good. Sorry, Disney, for that last bit, you can't really go back on that. Don't go in season 3 and start trying to switch that bull crap like you tried to do with the wand and magic in this. Sorry, Disney, you can't do that one. That's too far gone at this point. But go ahead and use the whole mind control, keeping Tom and Star together. You can use that one. They'll give a little bit of a claim at least. 9-Bit Fox. But still, sponsorship. You're technically the Nostalgia Critic's connected to Disney, so I'm an idiot. But either way, this was a pretty good episode. Pretty nicely story driven. The next one is one where Marco messes with the scissors. I guess, I don't know. I want to see where this one's gonna go. Apparently, I guess they are coming up together, but like, I don't know. I'm going to keep doing them separate, and also this episode should be coming out with the John Wick midnight screenings, or 9-Bit movie reviews. I need to make sure I change that, but either way. Thank you so much for watching. If you share all my videos, there's a link here, there. I believe the subscription button is there. Yeah, subscription button is there, and then another video there, or that's the subscription button, that's the video button. Either way, thank you so much for watching, share all the videos. And Sly, come back here, Sly. Where are you? I see you, bud. And we will see you later. Ending review with cute little fox.